we go hard. Israel, we
You
go
can do your own
hard.
thing, but you can't go hard. It's us.
Israel, we go hard. Israel.
What's up, guys? Coming to you live from True Fire Studios. We are Solutions Speak. I am your host, Akona Shamia.
And I'm your favorite Hebrew, Yatzalio.
And today's topic, we are going to speak about... drum roll.
Those drum roll trash.
Culture. Culture as in clothing and things like that.
Like representation?
Yeah,
in a way?
representation and clothing. It's basically about fashion, to put it in.
So yeah, before you do anything, I want you to pause it, right? I know
Right.
you're thinking, why pause? It's so good. I've been waiting all week. Why I have to pause it?
Mm-hmm.
Just hit the little subscribe thing. If you're watching us on YouTube, hit the little subscribe, right? The little bell, right? If you listen to us on any podcast streaming platform, then just like leave us a review. Just like leave it like, oh wow, y'all so funny, or like I hate this podcast. Whatever you feel like is true to you, then like leave a review about that. If you feel like it's 1 star, 5 stars, just like say it with your heart and mean it with your soul.
Right.
Yeah. Now back to the subject of culture and clothing and whatnot. So I have a question for you.
Okay.
What do you? Because like different cultures, here's my take on it. Every culture outside of like, let's say black people, let's say even in our community, everybody rock their stuff. The Indians, the Muslims, the this and that. Even white people have their own little thing going on with like the European suits. That's their thing. Like that's
It's just Western. It's really
exactly
not even
European, Western, potato. But like it's their thing, so they rock their thing. So like, why can't we rock our thing like on a like fashionable, on a all out events in the day to day? Like, why does it have to be so hard for us to do that?
I mean, it's not hard for me. I don't mind representing.
No, but it kind of is though, cause like even like I've seen like myself and I've seen like my peers, even you and Salah and stuff. Like you see it, it kind of like you kind of go out there a little bit more than you should. And I get like the whole experimentation. Like, listen, I'm the first one to try something crazy or try something new. I can't really talk about that like that. But I mean, in terms of like when you go out and you know you're gonna have to be representing like yourself and you don't wear culture, that kind of, I ain't saying with you specifically, but I'm saying like in general, it kind of sucks. Cause like when you see like a Somali guy here in Kenya, they just doing their thing. But like when it's time to be a Somalian, fam, there's no guessing.
Gonna step out.
There's no
Who am I?
There's no who is that?
Who am I?
Is he Somalian? Is he Christian? No. You know for a fact Mendem is Somalian. Like with us, it's like you have to wait to New World to like put on some fridges and quartz of blue. Even that. Or to Kippur to put on like, you know, like you have to like wait to these serious or these grandiose events just to put on your day to day, what you should be wearing on day to day. Like what I was telling you the other day was like when Veggie goes out, he go in his suit no matter what. Like Mandem, he not going to meet the president, but he put on like a European suit. He gonna rock his Kingdom Fan suit, his his shoes, whatever. But he doesn't switch it up based on who he talking to, who he meeting. Cause like even that video I showed you last night with them girls, fam, it didn't start like that. it doesn't start like that. It escalates to those things. So it goes from like not wearing fringes and course of blue every day. And listen, I'm a byproduct of that also. Like I ain't about to sit here and say I'm perfect. I'm trying to understand what you also. Maybe because you have a different take on it that I might understand also. But it's like you go out and sometimes you don't wear your fringes and course of blue. Or you want to wear something that our Kingdom top just don't really match with. Like me, I have a thing. I love turtlenecks, man. I look good in a turtleneck. But I am not putting fringes and course of blue on my turtleneck. It's not happening. And like I've been in situations where it's like, man, look, I'd love to wear some Kingdom, but it's cold and a turtleneck like fire. And it's not even, it don't go with the fit a little bit kind of situation. So you don't want to just, you kind of like, you forcing it. So you don't want to force it. You just want to be confident and just look how you want to look.
You could wear a turtleneck with a nice drama top and look nice.
No, that's what I did the last time though. Because I figured I had my work around it. Because at first I was like, I'm not wearing no like Kingdom shirt. I'm like, nah, I gotta do my thing. You see that video I got on Instagram with the my drama top and with the turtleneck on?
You could do it.
Or you don't have it ready. I think people don't know this until like they try it. But the amount of compliments I got, fam, listen. I'm not one shy of compliments on a day to day. I'm not shy, really. I'm not lacking in the confidence and compliments department. But like that time, Brady, it was like I'm talking about not regular people, your designers, your models, no, these ain't your Joe Schmo, Bob on the log.
Bob on the log, it's crazy.
These are your designers in Kenya. These are your models, your this and that. Listen, they want some clothes, they get some clothes. But they walk up to me like, bro, where you get this from? And I'm like, rags. Like this is.
You say your new thing, rags?
No, really. I mean, listen to these UK guys, dude. I swear.
Oh, see.
These UK guys been like messing up my grammar, Brady.
Rags.
Brady, I'm walking around Mendham and everything else, bro. I'm telling you, these UK. I'm listening to this UK podcast on a day to day, Brady. They so funny, bro. They so funny, Brady. I be cracking up, dude.
Must be.
Brady, I'm telling you, you watch them.
I
would just go past.
Clowns.
Bro, they some clowns. They so
They're
funny,
like
dude.
Clowns that just
exactly.
Just like
they remind me of like those times we used to have like with Malak and them. We used to be hanging out, dude. Every time I listen to them, it just takes me back. Like it like allows me to like relive the last like
8 years old.
No, but what I'm saying is when you go out and you really like hold yourself to that standard of I'm gonna rock my culture no matter what. People see that on you. People respect you way more. And like even at the time I was going out with like my New World on, that blue, bro. And Brady, another situation. Your designers, your models, your this and that. They're like, bro, where'd you get this from? And I'm like, this is so standard. But for other people, this is like legendary. But I don't understand how we don't see it as much as it is like predominantly like seen like that. Everybody else thinking it's like the coolest thing ever. But we just like, I'd rather put on like a tuxedo or a suit instead of like wearing my culture. To your own culture events also.
That'd be crazy.
So that's the craziest. If you was just wearing crazy stuff to everybody else stuff, but when it comes to your stuff,
you respect
you dripped out in your own culture. But Mendham, you wearing crazy people stuff. You wearing your Tom Fords, your this and that. And not even like to your own events, you're not wearing your stuff, your own culture. That's kind of tough. Like that's something I can't do. I've been the victim, the byproduct of the victim is crazy. But Brady, I've been a victim of like wearing like not culture stuff, not culture clothing to like other people's events. But never have I ever worn some crazy stuff to a Kingdom event. That's beyond me. That just feels wrong.
Beyond.
It just feels. It feels like wrong. Like past wrong though. It's like wrong plus. What you think about that?
I don't feel like you should do that. Anyway, that's kind of like disrespectful.
I'm just like, what you think is like the thought pattern behind it?
Honestly, like when I think about stuff like that just take me back to like our Bible classes when no, like I know I feel so daggone spiritual right now. But I'm just being honest, this is like where my man go. It goes like back to even how Saul was the first king over the
I hope you're right, because if you say
he was,
if I know you're wrong,
Saul was the first king, and then after him came David, right?
I hope.
Anyways,
Listen,
I know what I'm talking about.
I hope you're right, because our 2 viewers are going to be pissed at you, and I'm one of them.
Anyways, so as I was saying, Saul, which is Shaul in Hebrew, he was the first king. He was the first king over Israel, right? And so before he came into the picture, Samuel was the prophet. He was the prophet, and like they had only Samuel and God. Well, because as a prophet, you will be like a person who speaks to God, right?
Yeah.
And so the children of Israel was like, but we need a king. Mind you, all the other nations had kings, so they just wanted to be just like everybody else. I feel like that's like a...
I was wondering where you was going with that story for a second there. And then I caught on where you was going. I was like, oh.
It's like the children of Israel always want to be something they not. And it's like they want to be like everybody else. Kind of.
You can't be like everybody else.
Exactly. It's like you was meant for something else. And I feel like that's always been really the problem. I don't think nobody taught the culture in the way in like you're special. What you have is different.
But they do though.
They do it in a too much. It's the way.
Too biblical.
It's too like unrealistic. I would say.
Oh.
It's too unrealistic, and then when you raise like really closed in, because a lot of people was raised closed in, and so when they saw what's outside, they're like, oh, that's crazy. Because I know I heard a lot of people saying, when we was growing up, everything was just so closed. It was only the Kefar. It wasn't Dimona. It was the Kefar, you know?
And you grew up.
That's even growing up in Africa shows people, a lot of people from the villages, they be like they know what they know from like these surroundings.
Then
and
they get
stuff
to Nairobi
like that.
and it's different.
Yeah, you get to Nairobi, you're like, wow, all of this. And I thought that I was living my
I thought I was doing something.
I thought I was doing a thing. Okay.
Until you got to Nairobi.
I think that's like a big thing with our culture as well. But personally, I do feel like some things can change. Like I feel like there needs to be like a modernization. Can you say that? Like to like even the dress code and stuff like that, maybe. But not in a. But I actually kind of get it.
It has to be. There has to be a line and a standard and a circle that you just don't get around.
It's like if you let a little extra, then people gonna go overboard.
No, but like
that's one thing that I realized about people, black people in church.
What you do is like it's kind of like how you tell like it's like when you know someone's gonna be late and it starts at 5, you tell them it starts at 4. So like if you know people gonna go overboard. Let the line be that them going overboard is like right where they could
it's
go overboard.
It's something already expected.
Exactly, it's something already expected. It's not too crazy. It's not too bad. But I think something I would change like the way like even youth see like the culture and see like our dress code would be to get them involved in it. And you have these people going to like sewing classes. Like you was in sewing, right? You did sewing?
Yeah, but that wasn't in school. That wasn't.
No, but what I'm saying is. When you do like the fashion events or this or that, you let them mold, kind of express themselves and like start those new trends in our community. That's how stuff start. Whether it's the baggy clothes, the crop tops, or this or that. It's just somebody had the ability to be creative, if you want to call it that, and like create that trend. But just saying like, oh, this is what you have to wear, this is what you have to do. Yeah. And like there's no youth, there's no modernization, there's no creativity that goes into it.
Yeah.
And I think like for me personally, I like the classy look. Like I like the tailored. I don't like the streetwear look. It's not my thing. Like I can't go out. I don't feel as confident, let's say, in like jeans, Jordan 1s, like baggy hoodie. Like no, but that's people's thing, and people like look really good in that. But for me, and they feel like confident in that also. For me, the confidence comes from like a nice suit, right? Nice tailored suit, some nice boots, some Chelseas, you know, little turtleneck thing going on,
you love this
jacket, bro. You ready? You know how dangerous? Like you just feel like, wow, I'm him.
I'm that guy.
I know y'all looking at me. I just know it. You could be on your phone talking to your mama. I know you looking. I know the spirit is telling you, just look up. Papa's around. Like
you a clown, boy.
No, but what I think what really like change it will be if you allow people to just express themselves. And like you had young people. Like, take for instance, who's somebody that sews that's young? Who? But let's use somebody.
I know people that know how to sew. People that sew is different.
No. Okay. Let me give you an example. You know Elazai, right? Shout out to Elazai. He makes he makes shoes, Brady. He's a shoe designer and he makes shoes. Imagine if the kingdom went bet. Elazai want to make shoes. Say less.
Let's see what he can
Let's set man's up. The whole shebang, the shop, all the equipment needed. All he does, Brady, is make shoes. He doesn't give shoes away. You come buy shoes from him. He has a shop with a store. You come in, this, that, and the other. Brady, he could do master classes. He can do like summer events. He can do summer classes. He can teach younger people how to make shoes. You see how that can go from some guy who makes shoes to like a whole industry.
A professor.
A professional professor. He makes shoes. Because, like, outside of making shoes, he teaches you how to use your hands. It's kind of like how they used to do with the staffs and, like, the handyman kind of, what is it called? Carpentry, right. Them kind of guys. It opens a whole new door.
It opens, like, your creativity, the part of your brain where
exactly.
you create. So.
And, like, if you took something like his shoes, like, he creates shoes, Brady. Mm-hmm. And all he did was, like, let's say y'all didn't want to do Nike. Okay, Nike is horrible. We get it. But let's say he took the design, he took this, and he created his own brand, his own logo, his own thing that was kingdom-oriented. What's wrong with that? Mm-hmm. You can't tell me there's something wrong with that. But if you took, like, the design of, okay, you want to use this kind of fabric, you want to use this kind of material, you want to use this, like, this concept of it. Mm-hmm. But you want to make it where it's suitable for people in the kingdom. Because here's the thing, though. I don't like, you can say, oh, yeah, to the Yale, these girls you be talking to, or, oh, yeah, to the Yale, these girls you like on Instagram, is one kind of way. But, man, I'm not dating them. I promise you I'm not.
They just look cute?
They just look ready. They look appealing for the moment. But then, you like, yo, y'all man ready. Yo, y'all man kick in.
That you shot for the street.
Ready, bro. She from Nairobi, fam. Hey, yes.
She
for the expressway, fam. It's tough out here.
Expressway is crazy.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, the people that you want to get to know, the people you want to, like, build something with, they're not wearing a short skirt and a crop top. I promise you they're not. On the Yom Rishon. They're not doing it.
That's crazy.
Like, but if all they see is just, like, that's the kind of girls you want, this and the other, I'll say less, right? If that's what you want to do, like, if people going to do what they want to do, regardless. But at least give people the opportunity and give people the option to put on some clothes. No, really.
I want that option.
Let there be a really good option. Because, like, here's the thing, though. In the opposite, there's a really, like, if you looking to not put on no clothes, like, if you looking to just wear as least as possible, as less as possible, oh, bro, they got some stuff out there for you, fam.
Okay.
They got some stuff that make you
People
go.
People literally walk around with lingerie nowadays.
Bro, Brady, I'm telling you. So there has to be, like, on the opposite side of that spectrum of putting on clothes, looking modest, like you got a lot of self-respect for yourself. There has to be somebody that's like, that looks so cute.
Right. People don't be hyping you up because you're wearing clothes. Though. That's the problem.
No, but also, I think, like, when people think you're wearing clothes, they want you to wear clothes down to your ankles.
No, to your shoes.
Up to your head. Exactly. I can't see your leg. Like, okay. That's tough, right? That's tough if that's not what you're looking for. But there's some stuff that's modest that's like, wow, that's
you ain't
so
gotta
cute.
feel like you about to break.
And even me, I be seeing things and I just be like, wow.
I love seeing
She's not showing nothing. Ready? She's not showing nothing. Mm-hmm. But she is gorgeous. Mm-hmm. I want to get to know. Give me your number. Baby Uko Wapi. Like, ready?
Baby Uko Wapi.
I just want to know where you at. Like, I'm looking on Instagram, looking at the location, like, how far away is that?
Right.
How can I get there? How can I meet you? How can I, like,
No, like Drake song, can I?
Maybe.
Can I?
No, but I think when you glorify or when you show like there's actually value in modesty, that's when people gonna like change their mind.
Yeah, you know how I think the dumbest thing to me what girls say is, I don't dress up for boys.
You're lying.
Girl, please.
You're
you
lying.
Want that attention.
You want the attention.
You definitely.
Here's the thing. Here's my argument to that, Brady. If you was dressing up for yourself, why don't you go to your room, get dressed up, ha 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 ha, I'm so pretty, and take the clothes off and finish with your day? Because you're doing it for you.
Right.
Brady, if it's for you, why don't you get dressed up, butt naked in your mirror, do your thing, because you're practically naked anyway. Do your thing, Brady. Ha ha ha. I'm so cute. Look at me. I'm doing this for me. And then move on with life. Well, you have to come outside and subject all of us to that now. Now I have to see what I didn't want to see. I'm trying to keep it halal in my household, Brady. None of the haram business. But it's really weird because that video I showed you yesterday, I ain't going to expose nobody because I don't need nobody in my DMs like, you know what I'm saying? You so mean. You misogynist. I'm not a misogynist. I love women. That's what I'm saying is. No, really, I really do.
People
Man.
don't never want the truth. That's the problem.
People really don't want the truth. They just want to feel good, but while being lied to. That's the problem.
No, they like.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like when I see them chicks, like when I go to the Alchemist, whatever, and I see them chicks, I'm just like, yeah, like you can come talk to me, we can hang out, but like I will never date you, fam. I could just never come home and be like, here, Imam, this is Shaniqua. It's just not happening, Brady.
Shaniqua?
This is one Jiku. It's not happening. This is not happening. This is one Jiru. It's not happening, Brady. Like, no matter how cute you are, if I just feel like I get that kind of vibe from like, oh, I don't need nobody to tell me what to do. I'm gonna wear what I want. You just insecure. I'm insecure because you have on 3 layers of makeup and enough, like, Brady.
Enough makeup to paint a picture.
Brady, you got enough makeup to paint a house. Fam, I could build a house and paint it with you. Fam.
No, that's awesome.
No, but like I don't understand. Like you can't convince me that self-confidence is getting naked, going out for attention from other people who don't care nothing about you. You can't tell me that you can't tell me that's gonna boost your self-esteem. You can't tell me that makes you feel better as a person. Mm-hmm. You can't convince me of that. Cause like the byproduct of it is no one respects you. Mm-hmm. So if that's the end goal, please, I'm done. Like let the meteor come to Earth, wipe us out. I'ma go willingly. I'm not even gonna scream. I'm like, this is what it is, man.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But like I said, you see like Muslim women.
They be so bad.
I've never heard a Muslim woman go, I am so oppressed and depressed from wearing my culture. I've never seen it. And I know a lot. I know enough to make that assumption or to make that claim. And like even like I met this chick like how long ago was that? It was like 5 weeks ago maybe. Mm-hmm. And we go out for like one of her friends' birthdays. So I meet her and she's Muslim. And Brady, I'm talking to her. Brady, listen.
He's smiling right now, y'all. If y'all don't.
Gorgeous, Brady. Like, ping. Like, oh my gosh. But you know what I like the most about her? She was all of that. And wasn't nothing revealed, fam. I don't know if she looks like Cleopatra or... I just know, Brady. Fine. Mm. But what was beautiful about her was she was like just modest, feminine, and not naked. It was so beautiful. Because the friend she was with had a dress that stopped here, fam. It stopped, Brady. It stopped at her waist.
That's crazy.
It was a waist. I was like, how y'all friends? But I don't even care.
I personally, from like what I think look nice, is like I feel like it's not really what you wear.
It's how you wear it.
It's how you wear it.
Facts.
So you could be wearing a dress down to your ankles and be walking like you own a place.
And do own the place.
I promise these girls here, the Arab girls, when I tell you these girls be bad.
Make me want to convert.
Shut up.
Mashallah.
They be... He told mashallah. Yo, they are so bad. Like... They don't play.
And what's funny is like they modest and feminine.
And so simple with it. Like,
it makes you just happy.
Yeah.
Like not even you don't look at them in a sexual way. Also, like you don't look at them like, oh my god, the things I want to do to you.
I think you
look at them with respect. You just like, man, I wish there was more people like you in the world. Like you really do. You like, if my daughter could be like this, Rags. Maybe you want to convert though. I'm so honest with you, buddy. I'm sick of this out here, man. I'm sick of it. You go out. Like, what's crazy is if you're single and you're doing that, it's bad. But it's like, bad. When you in a relationship though.
So you ain't happy. That's the problem.
No. When you talking about you committed, you happy. And I see you.
Dressing half naked.
I see your man, and I see you. And you just got your whole thing out, Brady. There's nothing left for my imagination. Right? I can't imagine. Like, I see everything. I don't have to imagine what she looked like.
Right. I feel like the whole idea of, like, being covered up, and I'm not saying, like, you have to be, like, you know, like, covered like a sheet on you, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like the whole idea of being covered up is, like, like having something that's surprise, like something exciting.
It's supposed to be.
Imagine everybody know how your boobs look like.
Facts.
Like that's
Everybody,
so
like,
lame.
it's on your Instagram. I don't have to
and you
guess.
trying to find a man. That's so lame. Like what is there that's surprising?
No, but like, what's
like that's so lame.
But also, this might sound like a certain kind of way, but like, as a guy, if everybody knows what you look like under your clothes,
nobody wants you.
What is there for me to find out?
Value.
What's
exciting?
What's exciting, but also what's exclusively mine?
Right.
Like, that's the thing about guys. No guy wants a girl that everybody can get, or that like everybody's been with, or that everybody can get, or everybody can see what she got working on, like what she got working with. Nobody wants that.
It's so.
What you want? You want something that's like, no guy can ever see this. That's the thing about. I think that's the thing about also Muslims. It's like, no guy can see this. This is exclusively mine because I'm committed to this. I'm committed to us. There's like it's kind of like when you work at something, you get the reward. But if you just get the reward for like just stomping a dime,
Right.
But also, I think it's something like Muhammad Ali
You
saying.
value more.
Yeah, he was like you find some of the most precious things in the world, you have to work to get them, and they're also covered up. If you look at like diamonds, if you look at rubies, if you look at gold, all these rare items, bro, you have to go with a pickaxe. You gotta go apply pressure
carve them out
and
to
carve
get
them out.
the pretty part of it.
All these other things, buddy, and for like you to just show it and just give it away like that.
I remember this video that you sent me. I think it was with like a Muslim family or something like that. He was telling his sister or the daughter or something like that. He said, why would you just you can't just let yourself be out there. He said, you're gold. You know, he was like, gold is so precious. It's something that you have to like mine for.
Yeah, you have to put in some work, fam.
Yeah, you have like it's not gonna just like be like given to you on a silver platter. Like you have to like literally mine for it. Don't be a little rock that you could pat down the road. Be something more precious than something more valuable.
And hold yourself to that standard.
Right,
though.
you don't have to.
Like even like people ask me like somebody asked me this weekend, Brady. My friend asked me, she's like, "Oh, all these like promiscuous women, like, aren't you just like a byproduct of that?" And I was like, "Look, if somebody say yesterday, yo, go in the kitchen and bake a cake. To eat a cake, you gotta go bake it." I'd go, okay, cool. If I want cake, if cake is what I want, I'll go bake a cake. But if somebody's like, here yesterday, yo, here's all of these cakes that you can eat without going to the kitchen once. Am I still gonna eat it? Yes.
But men and women is so different. Like
no, but what I mean by that is if you make women cakes, you see where I'm going with this. If I have to get in a relationship with you in order to be with you, then I'll be in a relationship with you in order to get with you. But if you just out here just like handing out free slices of cake to everybody,
who won't take it?
Fam, who's gonna say no when the idea is to get some cake? When the objective is to get some cake.
Right.
And there's people out here handing out cake, Brady.
People be so dumb. I feel like a lot of people don't value themselves, honestly. And I feel like they just like here. What I care.
And like people, what's funny is like people try to flip that on guys, like, oh, it's guys' fault, this and that. I'm like, dude, you don't understand that guys will say anything
just to get in your pants. Oh my god,
guys will say anything.
No, for real.
But like, if all it takes is some nice words,
right?
It wasn't really you was gonna do it anyway,
right?
Like that's the thing though. When people are like, oh, he was so nice, it's like you couldn't trying to make excuses. But you was going to do it anyway. You was just trying to find a reason. He was smart. He was cute. He was tall. He's an athlete. He was... Brady, I've heard he was funny. Somebody told me I was funny. And I was like, okay, now I just know you lied. Now I just know you trying to finesse me, Brady. But it's okay, because you was going to do it anyway. You was trying to justify the reason to yourself. It's like when your friends ask you why, you like, girl, he was so funny. He was so tall. And you don't have to be all those things. You can be one these days, fam. Or you can just have money. But like, when you equate your self-worth to someone else, you've lost, fam.
Definitely.
Like, me being confident isn't because I'm tall. Or me being confident is because I'm good looking. I'm confident in who I am.
Because who you are.
And the things that I can do, the things I've accomplished. And if you take all those things away, I was still confident that I can do them. I was confident I can do them before I did them. Then I did them, became more confident, did something else, and just like the confidence just keep increasing. But my self-worth isn't based on something that isn't based on like someone else or someone else's value or how someone else depicts me. And I think even coming back to like the whole culture thing, I think if you go out into the world and you move around flaky like, oh, I need a job interview, let me go put on a suit. But then when you come to the kafar, then you put on kingdom clothes. So it's like based on who you talk to, you flaky, fam. You're not a confident person in who you are. You flaky. And like you can never be a solid person and just be moving around based on how people think about you. Like Muslim guys don't go put on a suit and it's all that to go get a European job and then come back and pray 5 times a day. They're not doing it. They're Muslim everywhere they go. Lucky for them, they have ecosystems where they can just tap into their Muslim companies and ecosystems like that, so they don't have to conform. But that's something we should do also.
That reminds me of Shamir.
What?
My boy be wearing his kippah on the job.
Bro.
Our brother, he a cop, right?
Bro, our brother's a cop.
Right. Don't play with us.
Was that
Anyways,
a threat?
y'all.
Oh my God, jeez, man.
Man's be wearing his kippah every day.
Bro.
He said, y'all's by my side and
Listen,
I'm not afraid.
I'm not afraid. Ja, ready.
Is standing by my side.
But I'm telling you, like that, when I saw him like that, like when I saw him, I was so inspired. I was like, man, Rikes. Me personally, I don't like Kipo. Cause they just hot. Listen, there's like a real like Kipo. I have a phobia against Kipo these days.
Not a phobia.
Somebody asked me, do you want a Kipo? I almost slapped him, Brady. I was like, what? A Kipo, fam.
What is the kippah?
I don't want a Kipo. I think it's because I've been wearing them in school all my life. It's kind of like, man, I don't want to wear a Kipo. Like, especially with the hair thing. That was a problem. I didn't have a problem wearing Kipo when I had short hair. But when I had long hair and you're trying to put all that into a ponytail and
That was rough.
bro, I was like, this is the roughest situation. Cause first thing you look homeless after. That's first. Bro, I got these videos on my phone ready of me looking homeless in his kippah. Half it is lopsided, half it sticking out of my head, bro. It was tough. But it's like, I don't know, man. I think if we put more importance and we put more people, like influential people who said, I want to be a designer, say less.
That would be cool.
And we set like spaces, we put spaces where the people could just be and just be creative.
That would be really cool. And it's not like we don't have space. They literally have a sewing center in the kippah.
Man, nobody uses lens.
They use it, but it's not like fashion is not really something important in the kingdom.
Is.
And that's no, but I'm saying the way
not where it should be.
I'm not saying it's not as important as it should be.
Oh,
like
okay.
everybody say, okay, you have to have this, and this. Like you have to have that on your clothes, or you have to wear it a certain way, right?
But like, what kind
But
of
it's not
clothes?
like, I don't know. It's not like highlighted like food is, like your diet. It's not highlighted at all. Like nobody is going into fashion and saying, I want my clothes to be like you know, they're not making it really important like that to me. That's what I feel like personally.
That's why I think, like, even with the whole fashion events, like, people dance, like, in the kingdom a lot. But I think it's also because, like, we have those yearly shows where people can show off their skills, man.
Yeah, we used to. When we was little shows, they used to have, you used to have to get your, like, you had to get measured and stuff to get your dance clothes that people would sew for you.
Like, it made you inspired to, like, even if you wanted to get into dance, to do dance, because you see, like, there's people doing it, there's an industry, there's an area where people can just be and dance. But it should be like that with fashion, where people can go, okay, I want to try this new style. I was working on something new. Here's my new style.
And we should take fashion, like, further than what it is.
Yeah, we should.
Like, I know Dada by L, she has, like, a high fashion line and everything. But I feel like that can go even further than where it is.
It should. Also, like, it's very unidimensional.
Yeah, I think it's, like,
so, like,
really
if she did, like, I think it is only her. But if she did, like, sports clothes, sweats.
I think she does, like, whatever you want, I could make for you type of thing. But what if...
But there should be a standard. There should be, like...
There should, but...
What you doing,
they do
like,
the
shorts.
school uniforms.
Yeah, but okay, I'm saying, like, the school uniform is one thing. But if you had, like, different way. Like people have different shorts, people have different tops, people have different like. It creates a wide variety of things that you can choose from to get made.
But you can't really expect somebody. Not trying to like throw shade on or nothing like that. But I'm saying I feel like you need fresh ideas. You can't expect somebody from like. She's like.
I'm not saying her exactly. I'm saying like so it's her umbrella, and she brings on those kind of people. She goes.
Yeah, they need more people.
Talent.
I feel like you need people of like we were saying before. Even in the council, you need different people with different ideas in order to grow and big and like actually get out there in a more successful way. You need more different age ranges, and it would be nice if she recruit people from the school, because in the school it's so much easier to just like get people. Yeah, it's easier to
because they're already doing sewing classes.
Yeah, they're not even doing it no more, dude. Question is, what are they doing with all those sewing machines?
Probably just sell them.
Anyways, but like. You can recruit people. Do they come straight to the Q4 right after school and learn? Like you know how many people is into fashion nowadays? It's so true. Many into.
I just feel like it's not cultivated.
Yeah, it's not about the culture though. The thing is they into fashion, but not our fashion.
No, but that's the thing though. It's like how Salah is doing like Asian cuisine. Asian cuisine ain't got nothing to do with Hebrew or vegan food. Right. But you take the concept of it and you make it and you incorporate it. That's what I like about what I like about our community is it allows you to take from different places and you put your own spin to it to make it Hebrew. Like we don't invent. I ain't gonna say we don't invent nothing, but we don't invent a lot. We kind of recreate or reuse or like remix almost what is already and make it our own in a way. So it's like you don't have to reinvent the wheel, fam. You just have to like put it in your own way, upgrade it, make it suitable for your culture. Like I've seen like different like Somali women here. They be doing stuff with fashion. I just be like rags. They be wearing like the hijab thingy with a dress, Jordan 1s, fam. I be like, yeah,
it's how you wear it, Church. It's how you wear it. But that would be cool though. I would like to speak to Dal about that because you never know where your business could go. It could go different places.
That is true. Because even if she was doing like, even if we made her like the ascension wear, right? I'm actually thinking about this. Just use this podcast as a way to just like broadcast my businesses. I'm a businessman, you feel me? Anyway, but if you use like, let's say we use Dada by L to do the ascension wear, where she becomes like the manufacturer of ascension wear in Israel. So that way you have that new upcoming thing where you're doing like whether it's winter, summer, because also Israel has like the 4 seasons. Fam.
Not really.
You do.
Not really. They don't have fall.
Yes, you do.
They don't.
Yes, they do.
They're just fake. It don't turn. No leaves don't turn.
You thinking American fall?
No, it's not like the leaves fall. The leaves falling because the wind is blowing.
So you telling me we have 3? We have 3 seasons.
I would say 3 in my opinion.
But how can you have the 3 and not 4?
Because, dude, when is fall? Do you see the leaves on the trees turn orange? Do you?
Those are a certain tree, you idiot.
No,
you're so dumb.
Like even that, yes, no, but even that, what? Like only the leaves fall. That's it. That's normal.
They do turn color.
They don't, bro. Ain't no leaves turn no different color. They look like they just dying, and that'll be that.
Dude, you cannot have fall without spring. You cannot have spring without fall.
Spring is fake too. Shoot, if you ask me.
What, dude?
Like nowadays, dude, it's so fake. Like when did? It's not like it used to be. Maybe
not what it used to be.
Dude, now like stuff is getting like extra hot,
diluted.
Like yeah.
Watered down.
No, for real. Like, I promise you. Like, nowadays, this weather is crazy all around the world, though. Like, it's getting colder in some places. It's getting hotter.
Yeah, people telling me in Kenya, they was like, it didn't get this cold before. I was like, so the year I get here, they didn't want to get cold, huh?
It's not even cold here.
No, it's not cold. It's, like, chilly.
At night, it's a bit chilly, but that's normal.
But compared to Israel, what y'all going through over there right now? Jeez. Yeah. I'd love to be in Kenya.
That's what I said. It's different. It's really different now. Like, stuff is just not the same.
I don't know, man. I think, like, there has to be someone who... Because it's... I want to say it's not going to be me, but then I don't know where my life is going. So it might be me. But there has to be someone who puts a significance or an importance on, like, representing yourself and who you are. Because you can't escape it. It is who you are. Like... why not put your best foot forward on who you are?
Why not represent yourself? It's just
Hey,
like what Iman
what?
always say. Nobody gonna respect you if you don't respect
No one
your own
respects someone who
culture.
doesn't respect themselves. It's that simple, man. And if you
If you into something, pursue it, man.
pursue it,
Especially if you into something that's gonna make something better. That's
I think maybe people don't wear culture to those events because they don't feel like they'll be accepted or
accepted where?
No, but I'm saying, like, people have a thing of they just want to fit in.
I don't want to fit in.
But that's the thing, though.
I don't care about all that.
It's like being a brightest star in the sky, and then like you dimming yourself down, just to not bring attention to yourself. But it's like if you the brightest star, man, be the brightest star. Like if you're the best at something, be the best. And like people take that in all other aspects except what they look like. Hold on, y'all. Sorry, but I don't know, man. It kind of sucks to see because I was telling you, like, I saw them videos and them pictures and stuff the other day of people that was going out to these events, and I'm just like, man, that's crazy. Like it's not only become a normal thing in like outside events, it's become a normal thing in like Hebrew events. And like that's how you know it's just like it's going far.
It's corrupted.
It's corrupted.
It's kind of corrupted.
And it's tough. So I don't know, man. I just think we should work on that. There has to be like someone who. What are you doing, fam?
There has to be someone who does what?
There has to be someone who puts a significance on that. Who makes it known and like kind of makes it cool to like represent yourself and to represent being a Hebrew and to show the world what all that can be. So we've shown it in dance. We've shown it in food, fashion.
Fashion is next.
Because fashion
is really important. It's what people
fashion
see on
is
the
where
outside.
you see it. Like that's where young people. That's how young people communicate. That's how young people represent themselves and express themselves through fashion. And if you had an outlet in the kingdom where people can showcase themselves and be all that they can be in regards to fashion, then you have a winner. And until then, people just gonna keep wearing crop tops and dresses that show every.
To be honest, me personally, I like crop tops, but I really wouldn't like show my whole world.
There's crop tops and then there's crop tops. There's crop tops that's just like stops right here, like at your I guess your stomach. There's nothing showing. It's cute, like a t-shirt under, like a little like one of them. What do you call them? Fishnet thingies, whatever.
That's actually cute.
Man, I got style, fam. But listen.
Anyways.
There's other crop tops. It just shows
people, like,
everything.
Stop at their boobs. I'm like,
No,
dang.
it stops before fam.
People be going a little overboard.
It leaves nothing to the imagination. I promise you.
I don't like wearing dresses that's all the way to my ankles. First of all, that's hot. Okay?
First thing, it's hot. I'm
It's
uncomfortable.
hot. I'm not comfortable. I'm walking like a penguin. I ain't doing all that, shush. I ain't doing all that. Ain't never that serious. I personally feel like it could stop, like, I don't know, like, towards your...
Past your knees.
Like, past your knees, like, on your calves. Over there.
That's cute.
It don't have to be all the way down.
But it doesn't have
to be all the way up.
It's not stopping at your waist.
That's so uncomfortable to me, personally. I see people like that. I'm like,
I don't know
dang, how you do
I don't know how they do it.
I had a little wind blow
Like-
and your light short.
No, but my other question is, like, what if you forget? Like,
You
what
ain't
happens?
forgetting. Look at that wind blowing short. You ain't forgetting about nothing. And then every time you got to pull down your dress,
Not every time. Every 5 seconds.
I would get very annoyed. Like,
And
I
they
get
do it
annoyed fast.
Week in, week out. I know somebody who just wear those. Like, that's the only thing they wear.
Only dresses. Like
No,
that.
only those kind of dresses.
Oh, that's crazy.
But I'm looking at them, I'm just like, ugh. Like, you just said that out loud? Like, you admitted to something like that? Jesus, man.
Even with the tops and stuff, people be having their whole boobs out showing. I be like, y'all, chill out. Like, it's never. I don't feel like you should do all that just for attention because
Just for
you
attention.
doing that in the front, babes.
But
you
also-
want some attention.
But also, it's getting attention, but like, is that the
You get it
attention
from
you
the wrong
deserve
one.
and the one that you want?
You don't want that attention.
It's like, you can
I
get
promise.
attention from somebody. Like, wanting attention is, I don't think wanting attention is bad. Because a lot of things you do in life you want attention and you need attention. But it's like the kind of attention that you want, or that's been presented to you as cool, or is what you should be going for. That's my problem. When people was telling you, oh, you don't need you should go for attention, but this is how you should go about it. Where at least as possible, get the attention of all of the guys, and if the goal. But I think if you tell somebody the goal is for them to want to sleep with you, that's what they're gonna go for. But there has to be something higher at the hierarchy, at the food chain.
They make, first of all, you already know, society make marriage or even relationships so little. They downplay it so much to the point where people just want to go outside and play.
Yeah, they want to play.
So they feel like outside is a playground. And then the girls that got it going on, they really be out there being a bully.
Oh man,
they're the bullies of the playground.
Yeah.
So it's kind of rough.
No, but I think remember I told you about stoicism, where it's a female. I guess there's a female version of that, where it's it's not a female version of that, but it's it's in general, where it's there has to be. You can't let the basic emotions. You can't let basic emotions drive you. There has to be something at the top of the food chain
that matters most.
That matters most. Where it's building a family, your own self-respect, your own self-value. There's things that you can't compromise on. Wearing that short dress compromises your self-respect, or how people respect you, how people perceive you. And I don't care if you're the smartest person. I don't care if you this and you that. The second you see somebody that's wearing that, there's not much I can change your mind from, oh, that's a hoe. She's a hoe. And then they get to about 30 and they realize, oh my gosh, where the good guys at? But it's fam, when a good guy's wanted you, you was out in the streets in your short dress doing your thing, because they still the good person inside of you. It doesn't take away from, it don't make you a bad person wearing those. But it definitely doesn't give you a good personality or a good persona of how people see you. And if you're willing to compromise on your self-respect, if you're willing to compromise on what are your core values then? If self-respect, modesty, class, if those aren't your core values, what the heck is at the top? And that's a scary question, because that might have a scarier answer.
People will say happiness, but I remember something you told me.
It's
happiness.
So shallow.
It's so shallow because that was so true.
But is it,
and I never really thought of it like that, because my motto has always been do what makes you happy.
Nah.
But I learned that happiness can easily be taken so fast. Thunder start happening on your party.
But happiness can be taken so fast. But also, is it? The thing about being stoic is also is it happiness now, or do you want happiness for the next 30 years?
Exactly.
Is the happiness you want now, is that really happiness?
No,
or is it just a basic drive of you just wanting, is your desire for attention, do you perceive that as happiness? Because you have to have a very clear definition for yourself of what makes you happy. Because what makes me happy personally is getting up and going to work every day, is working out, is taking care of my family, is being the most responsible person. What makes me happy is in constant pursuit of being my best self. And I'm not always that. But I can't know. And that's the honest truth. I'm not perfect. I'm always doing some crazy stuff. But I'm also always trying to make sure I don't do that crazy thing again. And that makes me happy. That one step closer. That one thing I'm not going to do again. That one mistake I'm not going to make again. That makes me happy. That pursuit of being great. But I can never say what makes me happy. Because, dude, do you know how good donuts are? You know how good pizza is? Burgers are? Man, that's good. If I equate eating those with happiness, you know what I'm going to be? Fat and dead. Simple.
Yeah.
So you have to think, is it happy? Because that's happiness now.
Right. It's
but
momentarily.
10 years from now, I'm dead. I'm not happy dead.
Dude, that's so funny, because I was just telling my friend, a lot of people, they drink themselves, when they're not feeling good about their life at the moment, or a situation, they will, drink themselves to, just blank out. And that goes also hand in hand with smoking marijuana. But it's yeah, it feels good now. But 10 years later, you're going to have some cancer or you're going to be dead somewhere.
You'll be dead
I'm
somewhere.
like, all that money that you making right now, it's not going to mean like one thing if you have cancer 5 years from now. And I told my friend that shit, I was like, it ain't going to mean nothing. You got to work on that. You got to really cleanse your body from all of that and get yourself in a mindset of, who do I want to be? I feel like that's a really good question, like to just ask.
That's what I asked Yozol when I first started managing him.
Mm-hmm.
I had them like the three of them send me like these questions. I asked them, if you could, what is happiness for you,
Mm-hmm.
right? And if you could admire somebody, or if you could admire yourself, how would that person act? Who would that person be? What would that person do? How they think?
Mm-hmm.
If you can be the person that you admire, what would that be like?
Mm-hmm.
And like that, it's one of them questions that make you sit down and think. Because it goes like, what do I admire? And what makes me happy? But I think something else is, you have to have a clear understanding of what makes you happy. Because I think if you use happy, I don't like using happy because happy is so shallow. Like, you can wake up happy, great day. If your thing is being happy, you wake up, the sun is shining. At 4 o'clock, you found out all your best friend's dead. Are you happy? You're not happy no more. Happiness is gone. What's gonna make you get up the next day and do what you need to do? Because it ain't happiness, fam. Your happiness is gone.
It's even like in relationships. Like, not all relationships is gonna be like happy, sunflowers and rainbows every single day.
But you shouldn't be even like, you shouldn't be going for that. That shouldn't be the goal.
Yeah, that should not be the goal. Being compatible with somebody, being able to respect them, like, and people always miss that.
Man,
every single time.
I would take having somebody reliable over being happy.
Because you find happiness when you can rely on it.
But like, that's what makes me happy.
Yeah.
'Cause, like, people value some, like, people, when I hear people like talk about like love languages, oh, getting gifts, oh, spending time with each other. When I hear those, they sound so shallow to me, so basic.
Yeah, I feel like,
Cause I can spend time with you and be wasting time. But like, if I'm spending time with you and I know that this is going, like, this time is being used for something more meaningful.
right, this is not just like some dime thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna go somewhere in life.
Like, no, I think what makes me happy, a love language, I guess, is knowing that no matter what's going on, I can always count on you. That makes me beyond, that's past happiness. They make like that, knowing that no matter what's going on, I can look to my side and go, bet. I know, Brady, if I don't have work tomorrow, if I don't have this going for myself, if I am going through a season of my life that's rough, I know for a fact that she's not going nowhere. Bro.
That's hard to find.
It's hard to find, but it's so deep because that person has to be really just, they have to believe in you.
They have to be about you.
They have to be about you and believe in you. It's the same thing vice versa. No matter what's going on, it's like, hey man, I got you. And like, you have to be in a certain mental like state for that. Personally, I'm not there. I got a lot of stuff going on, man. Not there mentally. But having somebody like that will be past happiness. It's happiness. Like I said, happiness is
because
so
it just goes a
shallow,
long
man.
way. So like,
It goes past happiness. Like, I was hearing somebody say this. It was a motivational speech I was listening to. This guy was like, at a point, motivation leaves. And like, what I was telling somebody this morning, where it's like, when motivation leaves, that's when discipline kicks in. Like, that's what I'm telling you. You can be disciplined, but you will never know until the motivation is gone and you need something to replace it. Like, you can be motivated. Like I said, you can be motivated at 5 o'clock in the morning that first week. When everything's good, buddy. When your girlfriend's nice. When you getting food. When you making money.
what happens when that money goes?
What happens when the money's gone? Your girlfriend left you and it's raining outside. There's no motivation.
There's no happiness.
Where's the happiness? Where's the motivation? But you know, what makes you, what changes you, what makes you that better person is when all of that is happening and you still like, I'm still gonna get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm gonna find a way. And that's when like you see people change completely. Like I thought I was hard working until I had to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to get up in the rain. I thought I was hardworking before that. And I thought it was like, oh yeah, to the L, you disciplined. Oh yeah, to the L, you this, that. Bro, waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning is no joke. It's not fun. Cause you got a girlfriend. I had a girlfriend. It wasn't fun. Telling your girlfriend I need to go to sleep. You know, girls like, no, 1 more hour, we on the phone. And you ready. It's not like you don't want to be on the phone. Mm-hmm. But you have to say, no, I need to go to sleep. No, I have to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go provide for my family, ready? Bro, that discipline made me the person I am today.
That's a discipline.
It did, because there was no motivation. There was no,
I'll wake up with you.
Yeah. There was no, I'm going to wake you up. We're going to do this together. It's me and you. No.
I would love to
Brady,
do that with
it was
somebody.
storming outside. It was, Brady, it was so foggy, I couldn't see my hand in front of my face, fam.
That's wild.
Brady, I couldn't see it. I almost got crashed so many times out there, fam. But Brady, guess what? I kept doing it. And every time I did it, every single time it got 1% easier. 1% easier. And it made me very mentally strong. Where it's like, no matter what's going on, I can do it. And it was only when that motivation was gone that discipline kicked in and those lessons was like, all right, bro, how bad do you really want it now? Like, because it's, like I said, it's easy when you're motivated. Like, oh, you want it bad, you're going to get it, this, that, and the other. But when all that motivation is gone, the question is like, how bad do you want it? Can you do it? Can you do it tired? Can you do it 4 hours of sleep? Can you do it on 2 hours of sleep? Brady, this was I'm up with, call her name. I was up with this girl, 2 o'clock in the morning. I gotta get up at 4, Brady. 2 o'clock in the morning. 2 hours of sleep and I wake up. Brady, I'm barely up. You know that up where you up, but you still dreaming. Brady, my eyes are still closed, fam. I'm tossing cold water on my face. Mind you, it's January in Israel.
That's cold.
And that's cold, fam. That's that 1-2 degrees.
I want to.
That's that hot time, Brady. Hot time
in the morning to be so cold.
Brady. But shush. You gotta do what you gotta do. And I don't know, it makes you a different person. It makes you so strong. And I think having that, it changes people. Like, it changes you for the better. I think everybody should go through something like that. Like, they have this Japanese, it's not a proverb, but it's kind of like a proverb, where you do something once a year that, like, changes the course. Like, it has an effect for the rest of the whole year, for the next 365 days. You do one hard thing once a year that has like a ripple effect throughout the rest of your year. But I think if people did stuff like that on a yearly basis, they'd be like mentally just
strong.
People would be real people. Men would be men, and women would be women, because it ain't fun. And like, I'm not saying you have to go out as a woman and lift 500 kilos. No. But like, as a guy, do something hard, man. Do something tough that you don't think you can do, and try to pull it off.
You know what they say? You can never grow if you always somewhere where you're comfortable.
Fact. You can never grow comfortable. It's not gonna happen.
I know I be stepping out of my water.
Bro.
I be stepping out. Like, 28-kilometer hike.
Nah, you was doing it already. That was funny, fam. That was
shows. I would have never imagined myself doing a hike. 28 up a hill. That's a shoot.
Through the woods.
Sure. First of all,
off the path.
These sticky bushes.
They had us going.
Showed you with a hole in my pants.
Bro.
It was wrong.
That was so funny when you told me that.
I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, that was tough.
You lying. I was like, wow. And I got through it. Because my thing is, personally, I feel like I could do anything. I could do anything I put my man to. Like, and I only got to that stage in life like 2 years ago. Like, recently, really. Because it's like you go through so much in life and then your mind be over here telling you to fear. Because it's all in your mind at the end of the day. No, but when you let it go...
Your biggest enemy is your mind.
You are your biggest enemy, okay? Like, you let that stuff go, shows you know how great you are. You know how great you could be. Mm-hmm. Like how you said, every year do something challenging that's going to put a test up for you. and you're gonna be so good. Like, you're gonna just learn and grow.
Your self-development is skyrocketing, dude.
And I feel like you should applaud yourself for that too, because shoot, it ain't always easy.
It's not supposed to be easy, though.
Yeah, it's not.
Like
life is not supposed to be easy.
No, I don't think nothing of value comes easy.
Yeah.
And like also like even in terms of like even relationships, like if it was just so easy, it's
not exciting.
It's not exciting, but also
It's not
I don't find it
rewarding.
really worth it.
That.
No. In all honesty, because like things, and I'm not saying getting one is supposed to be hard. I'm saying when you in a relationship, it's not supposed to be always easy. There's like this ratio of like problems to like solutions. Where it's like if you don't fight enough, something's off. You either not being real with each other, and like you just being fake, or like you're not genuine. Something's off. Cause like there's no way
Both of you
two
are
humans
compatible.
can be that compatible and nothing ever. Like there's not one argument.
Yeah, that's how I don't. See, that's a little too creepy.
An argument is good. Like disagreements are good.
Different point of views.
Different points of views. You learn something different. You learn from somebody else. But I don't know, man. I think, I think like there should be a emphasis on self-development, and I don't know. You have to do hard things. Like you have to challenge yourself. And I think a challenge for us, I think for me this year, is going to be to like represent the community, my culture, as much as possible. And like whenever I'm thinking like, oh yeah, Leo, don't put that shirt on, just wear this. Like that's what you do. You think like, oh, I don't really want to put that on today. I want to wear this. It's like, hey man. And like you have to put it on regardless. But also finding things that make you happy. Like what I find out makes me happy is like the turtleneck that I set out with the Kingdom shirt over it, the German top over it, like African printed or like really clean, those kind of suits. I like stuff like that. So you have to find your own niche and work within it. I'm not saying everybody got to go out and wear a turban and a robe every day, working out in like a robe. Don't do that. And I'm scared. But like find a way to show
who you are
and represent who you are the best way you know how.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, because I don't feel like wearing quartz blue is defining who you are. I'm sorry, I just don't believe that.
I think it is.
I don't. I personally don't feel like, because people put too much of an emphasis on that, and like not everybody.
They miss everything else.
They miss the whole like understanding about it. So it's just to me. That's just me personally. I'm not saying don't wear it, but
I think step by step. Like there has to be like take like do your steps. Find out what you like to wear, and then find a way to
what you can do. Like that's just me personally. But that's even like I like to change it up every now and then. I like to wear a dress, but I also like to add that little African vibe to it, whether it's with jewelry or like even a shawl, or I like to just add up a little African thing, even if the dress is not like tailor made or nothing like that. But that's it, you guys, for our episode. Well, our line for today will be choose who you want to be.
Ooh, choose who you want to be.
Choose who you want to be. Okay?
Not gonna show me with the quote of the day.
Look, that's the last thing I told my friend. That's the last thing I told my friend.
Choose who you want to
today.
be.
Choose who you want to be. Okay?
That's nice. Anyway, y'all can find us on all podcast streaming platforms, including YouTube. I was actually doing some research the other day, like top podcasts in Nairobi. We happen to be number 1. I couldn't believe it. I was like, hey, yo, is this a glitch in the matrix?
Glitch in the system?
Well, this is a glitch in the system. But nah, man. They was like, we got y'all. Like, we know what's up. We get the vibes. Yeah. Step out the house, link up on my friend, then catch some vibes. Yo, Veggie Man album dropping soon. Stay up, stay tuned, stay fresh. It's going to be crazy. You're going to hear me on a feature. But if you don't, just know I didn't lie. I just thought I was. Anyway, y'all, this is Solution Speak Podcast, broadcasted live from Truth Fire Studios in Nairobi, Kenya. Yes, I'm your lovely, handsome host, Akatulio, and this is my below average sister,
Boy, please.
Nashamia. Anyway, y'all, stay up, stay tuned. We're going to leave y'all with some smooth sounding tunes from your boy, Ben Blackwell, called Israel We Go Hard. Let's get it.
Israel, we go hard. Israel, we go hard.
You can do your own thing, but you can't go hard. It's us.
Israel, we go hard. Israel, we go hard.
Israel, we go, go, go.